interesting to see that Beidou, a relatively average 4-star character in most situations. Look, I know what I said. I know what this looks like, but hear me out. By the day, this 4-star Electro Claymore user is looking more and more promising, all because of Inazuma. There are a lot of characters, artifact sets, enemies, Spiral Abyss changes, and so on and so forth that just scream, have Beidou in your party! And you don't really have an excuse for not having her, cause she's free right now. Free Beidou event. Get a Beidou. To start this all off, let's talk about one of the new artifact sets introduced in 2.0, the Emblem of Severed Fate. This artifact set grants an interesting new playstyle in which a character builds energy recharge in order to significantly increase the damage of their elemental burst. Now, Beidou's known quite well for the insane damage potential of her burst already because of the way it behaves in game, bouncing between enemies to end up dealing massive damage through many small electro numbers. In fact, she doesn't even have to be on the field for all this crazy electro stuff to be happening. She can just go ham while AFKing in the back of the domain or wherever the inactive party members hang out, I don't know. At C1, her burst grants a chunky shield. At C2, her burst can zap more enemies at once, covering a wider area, and at C6, her burst shreds electro resistance. So there's a lot of firepower in her burst, like a lot. But the caveat to the crazy potential of her burst is the energy requirement, a fat whopping 80 energy, which is extremely high. Therefore, to consistently keep her burst up, you gotta sacrifice damage for energy recharge, or vice versa, sacrificing uptime for damage. At least that was the caveat, until this beautiful beauty of beautiful brutality came along. The Emblem of Severed Fate, as stated, allows Beidou to focus on energy recharge as a means to massively increasing the damage of her burst. Massively as in much more damage than this flimsy 2-piece noblesse will give you. We don't need it anymore. The most popular build for Beidou pre-Inazuma was a 2-piece Thundering Fury for the 15% electro damage buff and a 2-piece Noblesse Oblige for the 20% elemental burst damage increase. And while this set combo is by no means useless now despite my dramatic spitting and disowning, it is definitely being overshadowed by the 4-piece Severed Fate. And why is it that we want the Severed Fate? Because of its ability to allow Beidou's burst to be up much more frequently while simultaneously massively increasing its damage output? Did that not just sell you? Well, because of two of my favorite people, Mrs. Fireworks Shooting Sparkler Twirling Lady from Backstreet Inazuma Yoimiya, and, you might have seen this one coming, Mrs. Booba Sword Electro Goddess Destroyer of Giant Snakes and Zapper of Kai Squads, Baal, aka Raiden Shogun, aka the Electro Archon. But let's humbly start with Yoimiya. I made a video discussing in detail why Beidou is likely going to be Yoimiya's best support, even going as far as to say the pair might be complete game changers in terms of the Genshin meta. But to sum it up quickly for this video, Beidou's entire kit unlocks just about all of the restrictions to Yoimiya's massive damage potential, given that Beidou's burst not only allows Yoimiya a form of consistent AoE damage with the overload reaction, but also Beidou's burst is insanely effective at triggering the Aurus Blaze explosion tag on Yoimiya's burst repeatedly, given the maximum damage potential. Why did I read that so weird? As for Mrs. Booba Sword Lady, judging by the previous Archon characters, Venti focusing heavily on CC, which is an Animo trademark, and Zhongli focusing heavily on shielding, which is a Geo trademark, it's at least not entirely unfair to assume that Baal will have some sort of supportive energy recharge mechanic. This being because Electro is known for energy recharge. And assuming she does, she'd pair great with Beidou on any team that Beidou's supporting on, because they'll both bounce Electro energy around like crazy, making for a lot of energy recharge and burst uptime. Please keep in mind though, in regards to Baal, that's all completely speculation and theorizing. We don't know what she's gonna bring to the table officially. I just figured I'd dish out what might happen because of previous Archon character playstyles. It just looks a lot like Beidou is being reinvented in a way these past few weeks, and it's like she's slowly transforming into a secret 5-star sub-DPS, kinda like Xingqiu. Plus, given that we have the opportunity to grab a free Beidou with the Thunder Sojourn event, now seems to be a better time than ever to invest in and build Beidou into the absolute monster she can be. Feel free to subscribe and or join the Dragonfly Swarm Discord server if you want more info, news, and updates on Genshin stuff kinda like this. The Discord link is down below.